Hey Yoga Tribe. I was about to sit on the couch and watch the news again, and then I decided, nope, I'm gonna put on some red lipstick and I'm gonna do yoga. So I thought I might make a little video, pass it along to you guys, probably about 30 minutes or so, just to lift us up, lift our spirits. So let's start. If you're ready, take the hands to your heart center. So we're gonna start standing because standing is good at this time, I think. And let's just do what we always do. Just breathe in, reach up, rub our noses on our sleeve, and then exhale, blow something out, fold forward. And when you inhale, come to a halfway lift. So really feel this halfway lift. Have your hands on your shins. You might have a bend to your knee. Send your sits bones back, and then look down at the mat and just send the crown of your head forward and feel a flat back. A flat back you could put a cup of coffee on or a glass of wine, but I'm trying not to do that right now. And then exhale, fold forward. And breathe in, just breathe in some freshness, some air, some vitality. And then exhale, hands to heart center. So super simple, reliable. Breathing in, reaching up. And then exhale, blow it all out, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, so make yourself the sound of the inhale and then also the sound of the exhale. Breathing in, reaching up all the way to the sky. And then hands to heart center. A few more times. Breathing in, reaching up. Exhale, let it all go. Breathe in, halfway lift, fold forward. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. And then hands to heart center. Take it one more time. Just simple, slow, deep inhale. Slow exhale, blow it out. Breathing in, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward. Reaching up all the way to the sky. And then bring your hands to heart center. So just take a moment here with your thumbs resting on your sternum. Feel the mat underneath your feet. Even wiggle your toes. Feel the heel, the sole of your foot, the ball of your foot. Engage your calf muscles in your shins and your quadriceps. Bring the belly in and lift the rib cage just a tiny bit. See if you can send your shoulders back. Opening the palms forward and lifting up from the crown of the head. So this whole idea of being one long line of energy in space. Breathing in and exhaling. Just taking your rightful spot on the earth here. Even with all that's going on, we can reconnect in this way. So when you're ready, we're just going to come into a squat position, sending the sits bones back and lifting the fingertips up. And you can just wave your arms back and forth. So we want to be in the kind of comfortable squat position, if that's even possible. Some of you might want to sink down a little bit and just really try to get some creaks out here and pull the fingertips forward, or you can just keep this pose as comfortable as you can. Some of you might want to try to squeeze the knees together and bring the belly button in. Breathe in and breathe out. And then take your belly, press it to your thighs and fold forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. And then just plant the hands, walk the feet back. You know the drill, walk back. And you can hold your plank pose here. Or you can take your knees down and come into a nice, beautiful puppy stretch. But wherever you are, see if you can breathe. Bring the belly in. Inhale, exhale. For 4. For 3. For 2. And then bring your belly all the way to the floor. When you get to the floor, I'm not sure if you can see me, just curl your shoulders, loop your shoulders around. And then a few pulsing cobras when you breathe in, reaching the torso up, and exhale. The tops of the feet are planted into the mat. You can feel your hip points on the mat, breathing in and breathing out. A few more times. I don't recommend this hairstyle if you're going to do this. I definitely recommend the red lipstick, whether you're male or female. But the hairdo, not so sure. Okay, exhale, and if, wherever you are, come back into your resting pose, your downward dog, your puppy stretch, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Fill with breath. Feel your torso expand. And exhale, make some noise. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Walk your feet to your hands. You got it. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Reaching all the way up to the sky. And hands to heart center. So super reliable movements here that can just bring us back to our center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Same exact thing. Plant the hands, walk the feet back, come to your plank pose, and then find your belly down position. Breathing into either upward dog or cobra pose, and then exhaling downward dog. Take a breath in, and take a breath out. Walk the feet to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, fold forward. Breathing all the way up to the sky. Hands to heart center. Check in. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Find your Uttanasana pose. Bringing the belly to the thighs, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, walk the feet, step back. And then come right through your vinyasa or come straight to your downward dog, your puppy stretch. So take care of yourself right now. Find a pose that makes you feel good. So some of you are going to take your knees down for this one. And some of you are going to lift your leg up. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, extend. So your choice with the knee down doing this pose. Some of our wrists might feel kind of strange if you're working from home. Some of you guys aren't so lucky, I know that. And then on the last extension, we're going to come right into a warrior one. So you're going to have the knee, the knee over the ankle, back foot flat, and then find your warrior one. So nothing too fancy here. You can move it around. So if you haven't been practicing in these last couple of weeks because you're trying to accommodate to this new situation, just no judgment, let that go, and find a nice warrior one, feet planted firmly on the ground, lifting fingertips up to the sky, taking shoulders to ears, and then dropping them down the back, looking up. Oh, that's right. I'm feeling okay here. And then taking hands to the mat. Just taking it to the other side. You can either go straight to your puppy stretch, or you can come through vinyasa like I'm doing. Find your puppy stretch or your downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Fill with breath. Extend and expand the torso. Send the sit bones up to the ceiling. Either knee downs or centering the right foot in the center of the mat, lifting the left leg up. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. So do this a couple times, either knee down or standing position. So when you bring the knee to the nose, curl and bring the knee to the nose, belly in, exhale. Inhale, extension. One more time. Extend. And then find your warrior one on the other side. Nice wide stance. So you don't have to be in a tightrope like this. You can have one foot on one side of the mat, the other foot on the other side of the mat, back foot flat, toes pointed forward. And see what it feels like to have a really strong, engaged back leg. Move this guy around. Oh boy, I'm getting warm. Good. Move your warrior one, and then find a decent spot to hang out in. Interesting thing I tried earlier today, I really made my back leg strong and then I pressed it away. I pressed both feet away on the mat, almost like peeling the feet away from each other, and it just gave me a cool, different feeling. Take a breath in In a breath out, feel your feet planted firmly on the mat. Lift the fingertips up to the sky. And then take everything down. Find your way through vinyasa. Or take a puppy stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Walking the feet up to the hands. Find your halfway lift. Fold forward. Find your Utkatasana pose. And breathe all the way up to the sky. Lift the fingertips up. Bring the hands to heart center. Notice yourself in space. Notice the mat underneath your feet. Belly in, lifting up from the rib cage. So standing in line at the store right now, 6 feet apart from one another, you can practice your mountain pose. Focusing on a straight spine, lifting up from the crown of the head so you're an inch taller than you normally are. So all this crazy turmoil in the outer world, nothing new there. This will pass. This too will pass. We're steady rooted into the ground and lifting up. Strong tree trunk, no matter what wind and strife tackles us, we're still here, rooted into the ground. Finding our Utkatasana pose again. Let's just move some energy here. So you guys are alone in your house. Well, probably not alone in your house, but who cares? We're going to make some noise. Ha! Just get this dead energy and swish it back. Ha! 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 Whoever makes the loudest ha wins. Ha! Ha! Who cares? Ha! And then find your warrior, your Utkatasana pose. Taking hands to heart center, let's just twist this stress right out. Looping the elbow over the knee and just twisting to the side. Some of us are going to just use our forearms here and just kind of like twist over to the side in the squat position. Just about 6 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then just fold forward. You can have a nice bend to the knee here. Whatever you're doing, you're breathing. You can be moving side to side on your feet, releasing tension by just swaying. And then finding your Utkatasana pose one more time. Taking hands to a prayer position and see if you can twist either the elbow or the forearm. If you are in the prayer twist, you can use the top hand to press against the bottom hand and watch how it turns my torso to the side when I press. Tricky here, but see if you can breathe. Take an inhale and extend from the crown of the head. Send the sits bones away from the shoulders. And then exhale, turn just a tiny, tiny bit more for 3, for 2, and for 1, folding forward again. Your choice. If you want to do the foot cross, you can cross one foot in front of the other and have 2 baby toes meeting up. See if I can get this on camera. And then fold forward. Some of us have been like sitting around. You might want to find something to just kind of hold on to here. This is great. You can use a chair or a couch. Either way, you're going to get this great outer hip stretch. It's almost better like this. You can wiggle around. And wherever you are, just switch the legs. Get this IT band stretch here. Beautiful. And then just find your way back to center. Some of you might want to take the feet off the mat and come into a Malasana pose. So you're just going to have this wide-legged squat here. We're not going to be here long, just taking the elbows and using it to press the knees away. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. When you're done with this, just find your way onto the mat. Just sit down, bring the soles of the feet together. And we're going to do some Navasana here, but make this pleasant as you can by grabbing the back of the hamstrings and just lifting the heels up off the ground. Find your balance and then work with taking hands off the knees. Work your balance here. And you can just grab. If you start to lose your balance, just grab. If not, take the hands off. If you like to work with the full extension. Oh my God, you can totally see my feet right now. So cool. What's up? So wherever you are, just spend some time. And then bring the soles of the feet together. Use the hands to almost pull the balls of your feet apart as you press the outer edges of your feet together. Elbows now are going to press thighs apart. And you can just curl here. Just curl. Find your Navasana pose again. I'm not sure I like this foot thing. So let's practice. For 7, 6, extending one leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking the soles of the feet together and curl again. So we want to fire up the core a little bit here. Sometimes I find when I'm home, and working from home and stuff, I lose track of my core. The fire in the belly is gone. I'm in my head for sure. So this is my way or our way as a group of getting out of our heads back into the mind-body space. One last time with your Navasana pose. Use the core, send the chest up to the quadriceps, and just work with this one leg at a time thing. I kind of dig this. This is cool. Great. And then wherever you are, just cross the legs together, the ankles together. Find your way to downward dog. Breathe in here. And breathe out. Full of breath. And exhale. Deep, full breath. Find your way to warrior 2. Take the right foot forward, back foot flat. And then your left hand's going to come up in front of your lovely face. And you're going to find your warrior 2. We like to slowly work into this. Find your warrior 2 pose. Now, you guys have been in this pose a bajillion times. Just hang out here, maybe for 10 breaths or so. So you can come out of it if you want. But your only job is to press the fingertips away, look over your ring finger, and breathe. Notice your breath as it comes in the body and as it leaves. For 7, for 6, for 5, for 4. See, I'm sinking down a little bit more. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Now you can extend the front leg and find your reverse triangle pose. So really luxuriate in this. Feel the front right toes pressing away from the right fingertips. Open up the side body. Let the head fall backwards. Look up. Great. And then find your side angle. Come into your warrior 2 again. Now watch. Just take your forearm, place it on your inner thigh. Use that to turn your torso to the side. No need to go full down into this uncomfortable side angle thing. You can have your hand on your back, right? And this is what I do. I just like to be here. And then sometimes if the pose opens up for me over a few breaths, I might come down a little bit more and maybe lift the top hand, but this is a tricky pose for a lot of people, so. And look, we're almost done. We got about 2 more breaths. And 1, find your way to warrior 2. Sink into that warrior 2, extend the front leg, reach the top hand back. Reach, reach, reach. And then you know where we're going. Trikonasana, triangle pose. You can bring your stance up a little bit. See my feet, locking them up a little bit. And now I'm going to reach to you, reach to you, reach. This is kind of cool, this camera thing. And sending the hips all the way back, reaching, reaching. Now my hand's just going to land where it lands. I'm going to use that leverage again to turn my torso to the side. Press the ball of the foot, the front foot, into the floor. And now you can lift the top hand. Breathe here. Breathe in. And exhale. When you breathe in, extend from the crown of the head to the sits bones. Look up a little bit more, let the head fall back. On the exhale, turn just a little bit more. Great. And then find your warrior two for one breath. Now let's take this in to a vinyasa. You guys know the drill. Your choice. You can go right to puppy stretch if you like. So super important, we're taking care of ourselves. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's find warrior two on the left side this time. You've been here a million times, so find a position that works good. Work with this, really pressing the fingertips apart. Take your torso and your head. See if you can aim it towards the side and now gaze over your finger. Staying here a little longer than we want to. Back leg is nice and strong. Pressing the back edge of the back foot into the mat, almost lifting the inner edge of the foot off the mat. Sinking down a little bit more. Great. And now we'll reverse our triangle pose, extending the front leg in reverse. Nice and luxurious stretch from fingertips to toes. Finding your side angle, warrior two pose again, just taking that forearm, using it as leverage. So more important to be upright and turning your torso to the side than down and kind of like forward, like hunched over. Better to be upright, turning your torso to the side with warrior two legs. And your top shoulder, instead of being this way, is going to be back like that. Breathing in and breathing out for 3, for 2, and for 1. Finding your warrior two, and then extending the front leg, finding your reverse triangle. Beautiful. And then taking the stance of the legs in, reaching fingertips forward and finding your beautiful Trikonasana pose. So your head can be forward like this, or you can take your head back, just like someone's gently cradling the back of your neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in and pretend you're expanding this way and that way. Spine is going to be straight, and you can almost look up to the sky. One more deep inhale, exhale, turn just a tiny bit more, and now you can kind of find your warrior two, and then come through vinyasa or not. Coming down, wherever you are, see if you can find your way to your downward dog or puppy stretch. And then coming to the floor. You can see my feet probably. That's awesome. Okay. Coming to the floor, and then take your hands back to the sides of your hips and rest your cheek to one side. Breathing in and breathing out. So I'm going to demo, or just call a locust pose in the interest of time. We're going to have the forehead come to the center. And then you know if you need to lift just your torso up or just your legs up, but if you like to do full locust, you're going to bring everything up. You're going to have hands up, torso up, breathing in, breathing out. Some of you like the hand clasp behind the sacrum, reaching from toes to the crown of the head, as always. One long line of energy, expanding apart. Breathing here for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Exhale, find your way to your puppy stretch. Hips over hips over knees, walking fingertips forward, and finding a place for your forehead. You can switch the, send the tail back and forth, side to side. So wherever you are, just walking your feet up to your knees, the front of the mat. So one thing to do while you're on this hiatus is really work to cultivate a comfortable floor seat. So a lot of us in class, all we have is a block. But when you're home, you know, grab whatever pillow you can find. Like, you know, like I've got this thing here, you know, and I could literally like, you know, sit on this, like, you know, I've got my knees. Actually, I'm going to show you. This isn't the ideal seat right now, but literally I'm sitting on a pillow and I've got my knees to the sides of the pillow. So the idea is you're sitting in a comfortable seat on the floor with a straight spine. And some of you who prefer to have a cross-legged position, the main point you're trying to do is get your butt higher, your hips higher than your legs. Moving this back just a tiny bit. Well, I'm going to find another pillow. So you have use as many pillows as you need to get your hips up and then your knees down. So you're not sitting cross-legged like this. You got the ankles crossed and the knees down on the floor. And then there's a slight arch of the spine. You can even take your butt, which is growing bigger by the minute, with all this sitting around, knees on the floor. So just take the time to cultivate a nice, good floor seat. You might even use the back of a couch or the back of a wall. But there's something really great about being able to sit on a floor in comfort. So take our hands together at the palm, the sternum, thumbs on the sternum. And I'm just going to leave off with a little bit of a breath exercise here. Super important for relieving stress in this time. So everybody, take a deep breath in, breathe in again, and almost fill up the tippy top of your collarbone. Hold your breath. And then we're going to blow it out 7 times, curl forward. Hold the breath out at the bottom of the exhale. Breathing in. Fill with breath, fill with breath, fill with breath. Hold. And then blow it out 7 times. Curl. So you could be on a chair doing this, you could be standing doing this. Let the breath out. Hold. One last time, fill with breath. Hold the breath at the top of the inhale. Take one more sip. And then exhale, blow it out 7 times. Hold the breath out at the end of the exhale. And then you can just sit normally. Now, if you have time to take a 5-minute meditation or a 10-minute meditation, this is when you would do it. Sitting with your spine straight, pressing the sits bones into the mat. As a matter of fact, let's just do it. So your only job here is to notice your breath coming in the nose and out. See if you can stay with the inhale and the exhale. thought knocks on the door of your senses, notice the thought. Tell yourself, that's a thought. I'm thinking. And then just gently come back to the breath. So our job here is to cultivate present mind. Not mind lost in thought, not mind lost in past or future. Continue to meditate. If you're ready to end the practice, taking hands to sternum, we bow and we say namaste. For all of our continuing meditators, blessed be. This too shall pass. Breathe in and breathe out.